Uh, all right. What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Victory Monday. And if my math is correct, which my math has been pretty shaky, this is our seventh Victory Monday of the year. Obviously, we should have had 8, maybe 9, but week 2, week couple what was it, a couple weeks ago against the Seahawks. It's funny, right? Week 2, we were doing really good, but we couldn't stop turning the ball over. 2 bad defensive touchdowns off of turnovers lost us that game. And a few weeks ago in Seattle, we literally had the game won. But instead of running the ball, because you run the ball, you get a first down, game is pretty much over. You can throw it with PJ Walker, doinks off the head, or off of Jamal Adams' head, more precise, and ends up, we see you having fun, but we don't want you to get a little out of control. So we're going to plant some losses in your schedule just to calm you down a bit. Because God forbid this team goes 9-1. Bruh. With the only loss coming week 4. Oh. I would be control. I would be out of control if we went 9-1. You guys would not want to see me on here. You guys would get tired of me. Does doing Victory Mondays ever get tiring? I don't know. You'd have to ask a Patriots fan. You know, imagine being a Patriots fan from like 2000 area, like 2002 until 2019. I mean, you pretty much bought your playoff tickets in September, if you really think about it. But anyways, we all saw what happened on, Sunday afternoon at First Energy / Cleveland Browns Stadium. Browns went out there and offense was derping like crazy. Luckily for us, the defense showed up. Only allowed 10 points. And here's the crazy part. In both matchups, they've only allowed 2 offensive touchdowns. That big pass to George Pickens week 2, and then the big run by Jaylen Warren yesterday. In fact, I believe we only allowed, 4 touchdowns? Defense only allowed 2? Like, that is insane. And remember, I don't know if I said this on stream. I might have been like thinking about it, but the Browns are legit a different team at home. A completely different team at home. Like, it's actually insane how good this team is at home. What's up, Nicholas? Dog, do you think Flacco might start? I wouldn't be surprised, but I doubt it. He just got here. Now, if Kevin sees him go out there and he looks like he knows the offense, maybe we do see him. And then maybe you put some packages in there for DTR just to keep things interesting, right? After all, look what we just saw against the Steelers. Kevin was throwing out wildcat formations with Jerome Ford. He even brought back the supposed Bryant sneak, but instead of sneaking it, Bryant pitched it for a first down. If the Vikings tried that play last night and it failed. Dang, that's tough. Yeah, I'm looking over the stats from the game, and I'm just thinking Yo, how long until Steelers fans just go to the facility and just drag Matt Canada out by his feet? Because between Matt Canada, Kenny Pickett, and low key Mike Tomlin, I mean, Tomlin ain't what he used to be. I mean, he's probably going to derp his way to 9 wins again, you know, just to keep the winning season streak alive. I mean, you look at the rest of their games. If they somehow don't win 3 more games, I will be shocked. They have the Bungles this upcoming week against Jake Browning. Legit, if they lose to Jake Browning, Steeler fans might actually drag Matt Canada out by his feet. Like seriously, they're gonna drag him out of that freaking. They're gonna go to the practice facility on Monday after the game if they lose, and they're gonna be waiting out there, arms crossed. And then when Matt Canada goes to leave, he's gonna get drug out by his feet and freaking paddled to death. Not to death, but he's gonna get paddled. They're gonna slap him in the face, be like, "Yo, hey, yo, what you doing?" But no, seriously, like they're going to be pissed if they lose to Jake Browning. They're gonna drag you up by your feet and hang you on the freaking lamppost with a sign that says, "I can't call plays." They're gonna tie him to the freaking lamppost, arms behind the post itself, and just leave him there. Or I wouldn't be shocked if, because they go to Cincinnati, I wouldn't be shocked if, they lose to Jake Browning, then the team just leaves him. You know? It didn't happen to Gerard Gallant in hockey. They just left him. They're like, bye-bye. They just hurry up, everyone showers, gets on the bus, and dips before he even notices. They'd be like, "Hey Matt, we left something in the locker room. Go check the offices, make sure everything's good." And then while he's going back to check the offices, they all skedaddle in the buses and they're out of there, leaving Matt Canada in Cincinnati. Yeah. If they don't win 3 more games, because they face Bengals this week on the road, got the Cardinals at home, Patriots at home, Colts on the road. They ain't no slouch. Bungles again at home. And then you end your season on the road in Seattle and then at Baltimore. Man, I mean, logic says they win at least 3. But with how they played yesterday, yeah, they do that against Arizona with how flashy Kyler has been looking. He's been looking solid. Indy, Seattle, Baltimore. I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. At least the Cavs won. Yep. Jacob, be quiet. I told you we were going to kick your butt, and we did. We kicked your butt. And speaking of Steeler fans, too, after the game, I go on social media just to see what other fans are saying. And they're really out here saying, "Hey, that's your Super Bowl. That's your Super Bowl." So, if we're keeping track, the Browns should have, what, 4 now? Technically, right? 4 Super Bowls, according to these fans. You know, the haters, after we beat them, they get all salty and say, "Hey, that was a Super Bowl." Okay. So that means we should have 4 then, right? 4 straight. Call us the freaking Buffalo Bills, except we actually won them. They're just mad. That's all. They're mad because they lost to a 3rd-string quarterback. That's tough. The only way it would have been tougher was if we literally signed Flacco on Friday and then Flacco started and still beat the Steelers. Oh my God. Could you just imagine Steeler Twitter if that would have happened on some Baker Mayfield to the Rams type thing? Yeah, Baker signed with the Rams, played that same week, and then won the game. If Flacco would have done that, oh my God, that would have been crazy. Do you think Flacco plays this year? I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't. Hey, Jacob, you didn't win. So take that L and go sit in the corner. Just think, though, Jacob. It could be worse. You could be a Bungles fan, right? Having to deal with Jake Browning. If you asked any Steeler fans on social media, because they're pretty down right now. It's like, would you rather be in the bungle situation, right? Very good roster, decent play calling, but a backup quarterback? I mean, I go on freaking social media and I see freaking Bungles fans already talking about the draft. After a whole offseason of them talking massive amounts of crap about how they're going to win the AFC North again. Quarterback goes down and season's over. But yeah, Browns fans are like, no, our season's not over. We got an elite defense that could carry us. Not to mention we signed Joe Flacco. Picture if we're like in the hunt, I would not be shocked if Joe Flacco takes the reins at some point once he gets comfortable with the offense. Because I don't know if he can trust DTR in a playoff environment. You literally freaking have Joe Flacco start if we make the playoffs, if and when we make the playoffs. Then you just unleash playoff Joe Flacco on the freaking NFL again. Because, like I said, playoff Joe Flacco was elite in 2012 when they won the Super Bowl. I mean, you cannot waste our defense. You just simply can't. Because this is like one of the best defenses we've ever had. They're like top in almost every category. Freaking Myles Garrett leads the league in sacks. By the way, how many sacks did TJ Watt have yesterday? One? Yeah, one sack against backup right tackles. You faced DeJuan Jones, who didn't play a lot because of that knee injury he suffered, I think, last week or 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago because he didn't play last week. So yeah, TJ Watt, the supposed best pass rusher in the NFL, couldn't get past James Hudson and a banged up DeJuan Jones. Now, I attribute that mainly to the fact that DTR did a great job getting that ball out fast. He was like Tom Brady. He just got that ball out quick. He didn't let the pass rush get to him. By the way, what did Alex Highsmith do? He faced Geron Christian. He didn't get any sacks. In fact, how did he even do in that game? Did he get any pressures or anything? Let's see. I gotta know. Did he get any pressures at all? Him. Only 2 solo tackles for Alex Highsmith. No QB hits. He did not touch the damn quarterback the entire game against Geron Christian. Dude literally came in here off the street 2 weeks ago. Or last week, I should say, again. Because Jedrick Wills got hurt. Christian steps up, turns into a brick wall. Okay. All right. Uh-huh. All right. Cool. Then on the other side, of course, the Browns had 3 sacks, 2 from the best pass rusher in the NFL, Myles Garrett. Supposed defensive player of the year frontrunner, definitely. MVP candidate, possibly. You know how we go. Yeah. And Steeler fans hate to see it. You really hate to see that, man. 3 straight victory Mondays. And am I getting tired of it? Hell no. Again, you can never get tired of victory Mondays. You can never win too much. But what really, really kills me is I check Brown's Twitter today to see what the pulse of the fan base is, okay? And usually normal fan bases are celebrating, they're having a blast. What do I see when I wake up today? People talking about Andrew Barry on the hot seat. Andrew Barry on the hot seat? Huh? Could the Browns possibly get rid of Kevin Stefanski? Hey? Like, we got people talking about Andrew Barry being on the hot seat? Huh? 7-3, and we got dummies over here talking about, oh, could the Browns fire their coach? Could the Browns look for a new GM? Hey? It's like, I'm over here enjoying the victory, having fun. And we got Browns fans, not gonna name any names, just in general, talking about Kevin Stefanski and, oh, he's bad at play calling. He's won 7 games with 3 quarterbacks. PJ Walker and DTR. Yeah, some of these guys, they don't deserve this. Some of these fans, they need to be sent back in time, and they need to they need to be strapped into a chair, and they need to be forcibly, like, essentially submitted down to watching Hugh Jackson Browns highlights. Yeah, subject them to 1-31. Yeah, strap them in a chair, right? And then you just put a TV right in front of them. You put them in like a neck brace or something to keep them from turning their head, and force them to watch every game of the 1-31 Browns, just to show them how good they have it right now. Because they don't know what, they don't understand. Just don't understand how good we have it. I mean, they could also watch like Bears highlights and stuff and think, we used to be them. We used to be the Panthers, you know? We're actually good. And we got people out here saying, oh, yeah, Kevin Stefanski need to be fired. They need to get rid of Andrew Barry. Could Andrew Barry be fired? Yeah. If you ask me, Barry and Stefanski are closer to getting extensions than they are getting fired. In fact, believe it or not, you guys may not believe this, Kevin Stefanski could very well have his second winning season, right, in his 4-year tenure. He could match the Browns' number of winning seasons, which before Stefanski got here, we had 2. Yeah, we had 2. 07, no, actually 02 and 07. The year we made the wild card, and then 07, before Stefanski showed up. We were close a couple times. We won 7 games a couple times, and a couple years ago we won, 8 games? Like, it's actually insane. It's actually insane looking at this website here that goes through like a team's history and just seeing how literally we've already matched our win total. We have matched a win total from 2001, 7-9. We surpassed 2005. We surpassed. Here's our win totals from every year since we came back: 2-14, 3-13, 7-9, 9-7, 5-11, 4-12, 6-10, 4-12, ass, 10-6, and then 4-12, 5-11, 5-11, 4-12, 5-11, 4-12. God, that's a lot of ass. And then 7-9, 3-13, 1-15, 0-16, 11-5, 8-9, 7-10. Like, it's actually crazy. This has to be the latest we've been out of the basement in the North in a very long time. The last time we did not finish last was 2020 when we finished 3rd in the division. Yeah, and I believe that year 3 teams made the playoffs in the AFC North. If I'm not mistaken, let me check. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we tied with the Ravens, remember, and then Steelers won the division. And then you have the Bungles at 4-11. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough, man. Look at their schedule. Like, they were ass. They had a tie. Man, and that year we beat them 37-34. And then oh yeah, we beat them 35-30 and then 37-34. Yep. That was a fun year. And honestly, this year is even better than 2020 in terms of how fun it is. Because you know what, guys? Actually get to watch this team play in front of a full stadium. You know, I mean, it's beautiful. Like, 20 was awesome in front of, a decently packed First Energy Stadium. Now we're seeing this with a full stadium. Now, just imagine, everybody. Imagine, look at me in my eyes. Imagine we get a home game in the playoffs. Bro, like, Brown Stadium, it's going to be as loud as a lot of us have ever seen it. That place is going to be hell for whatever team has to show up, because not only are you going to have to deal with the fans and the team, but my God, Mother Nature be bipolar as hell. I mean, we're talking about Cleveland in January. You don't know what you're going to get. I mean, you could get negative 20 degrees and a blizzard. Or you could have it where it's 50 degrees and sunny. You don't know what you're going to get. You guys played Denver. Heck is DeAndre Swift doing? He's going nowhere. Now, before I wrap this up, because I wasn't really trying to be on here too long, I want to get back to watching this Monday Night Football game, because this is a banger game right now. It is 17-7 Chiefs over the Eagles. And it's like, I look at ESPN right now, looking at their playoff projection, and I believe we're right now the top wildcard team. We would face Miami in the first round. So we'd have to go to Miami, Florida in January, which probably wouldn't be nearly as bad as going there in August and September. Of course, it's going to be a fun final 7 games or so. And we'll see what the Browns do this week against Denver. It's going to be a good game. In fact, let me see if they have the betting odds for that game yet. We'll see if it goes up or down. Let's see if it goes up or down here. Uh, Denver's 2.5-point favorites. And speaking of freezing temperatures, it's supposed to be 33 degrees in Denver at 4 p.m. Wow. That's going to be crazy. That's going to be nuts. Oh, yeah. I was like, wait, why is there's Thursday? God, choking. Ah. We got Thanksgiving games and then a Black Friday game. Yo, that Black Friday game is gonna be a derp fest. We got freaking Tim Boyle versus Tua Tagovailoa. Huh? Tim Boyle? But yeah, I can't wait for this game on Sunday. And like I said, I will have the preview and stuff out tomorrow, as always. And let's freaking get it, man. On to Denver. But yeah, nothing makes me happier than coming on social media and seeing Steeler fans getting all mad because they lost to the Browns again. But it's really mad at us. They're mad at their pathetic ass team. Matt Canada, Kenny Pickett, Kenny Clutch, yeah. Kenny Clutch time, baby, yeah. Kenny Clutch do. Oh yeah, he had a chance to lead his team down the field, right? And they did nothing with it. Oh, crazy dog, why are you talking crap, bro? You were so negative in your stream yesterday. Yeah, you know why? Because, in my opinion, I did not think the offense was going to be able to move the ball down the field. Because all of a sudden, DTR turned into Captain Checkdown. All of a sudden, final drive, this dude grew a pair and actually, he literally grew up. Yeah, he turned into Captain Clutch instead of Captain Checkdown. Yeah. On that final drive, they literally threw the ball 3 straight times, talking about the Steelers. Like, they got the ball, right? Minute 27 to go. I was thinking, yeah, we're done for. And they didn't do a damn thing with it. Right? They did nothing with that. And what's even crazier is Irvin punted 47 yards, crochet, and then we kicked a field goal to go up by 3. Yeah. But on their last drive, Yorkes had a 59-yard punt. Not the greatest. And they returned it for 21 yards. Yeah. All they needed to do was get it a little bit past maybe the 45 to the 40 of the Browns, and they would have had a good chance for Boswell. But for some reason, they didn't want to run it. Yeah, I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain at all. It just feels good watching other teams have inept offenses, knowing that that used to be us. We used to have an offense, or we sort of do still, but it's not as bad as what I've seen. It really isn't. Oh, wow, Mahomes just overthrew Watson big time. Now, what I want to see is, can they do what they just did on the road? Right? If they go to Denver and they take care of business against a all of a sudden hot Bronco team, this team is legit. Like, they are going to make a lot of noise this year. And they're already making noise, but I mean, if they beat the Broncos on the road in Denver, mile high, in frigid temperatures, this team is legit. They are a force to be reckoned with. So, like I said, I will have my preview for the game out tomorrow, and we'll see if the Browns make any other moves over the next couple weeks here. Because, you always see teams doing, stuff like adding depth around this time. Injuries are starting to pile up. I know the Browns lost Anthony Walker for maybe a week or two. Rodney McLeod's out for the year. I wouldn't be shocked if they maybe went to a safety. But let's see who's even available that they could sign. Let's check some free agent linebackers and safeties to see who they could possibly sign. If they want to go that route, maybe they trust Ronnie Hickman to step in and take care of business. All right, so this is the last thing I'm going to do, and then I am going to pop out of here. So, UFA linebackers, there's actually quite a few. Deion Jones is still out there if they wanted to add someone for the push. Robert Quinn, Melvin Ingram, a guy that they actually were going to sign, but they got Za'Darius Smith. Damian Wilson, Kevin Pierre-Louis, Corey Littleton. You're going to start seeing this. Playoff teams adding some extra depth for the playoff push. Guys are going to start signing for the playoff push. I wouldn't be shocked if we did a couple moves. We're not going to go crazy. Maybe sign a linebacker just for added depth. And because, I mean, you don't have Anthony Walker, and he's one of your leaders. But he won't be long. He won't be gone long. So I don't know if they even do anything there. They might just roll with what they have until Anthony Walker comes back, if he even misses any time. Now, safety, that might be a problem. Because Thornhill's banged up. You got Ronnie Hickman, but still learning some things. You know, he's a rookie. You don't want to put a lot on a rookie's plate. And if we know Andrew Berry, he ain't going to put a lot on the kid's plate. So I would not be shocked if they signed a free agent safety just to add some depth, maybe some experience in there. As far as who's available, I mean, obviously the pickings are not the best. I mean, Eric Rowe, Jonathan Abram, Clayton Fejedelem, Lamarcus Joyner, huh? Marcus Allen, no. Brennan Wilson, no. DeAndre Houston Carson, no. Harmon, Eric Harris. I think we actually had him in for a visit a couple weeks ago, or at least like during the off season. I think we had him in right around the early part of the season. Yeah, Daniel Sorensen. Imagine we signed Daniel Sorensen, bruh. Why? What's up with that reaction? He was the one that hit Rashard Higgins like square in the freaking head that caused the fumble in that playoff game. Yeah, let's bring in that dude. Yeah. No, we're not doing that. I don't even know if we're even going to make any moves. We might do nothing, and I'd be perfectly fine with it. That just goes to show you that they have faith in the guys that they have. In fact, let's do a quick little depth chart check just to see who we have that they could possibly use to fill in a need if they need to. Like, let's say with McLeod out for the year, maybe they call up on someone from the practice squad if they have anyone from there. So, God, it's so weird seeing Joe Flacco on the practice squad. They have AJ Green, Vincent Gray, Tanner McAllister, another Buckeye. We could possibly rely on him as depth if we needed to. But again, you know, if you're making a playoff push, and as of this moment, we really only have we have three legit healthy safeties. Yeah. Delpit, Bell, and Hickman. Now, once Thornhill comes back, then you have four. And Thornhill, I don't even know when he'll be back. Hopefully by this week. It would be so great to see Thornhill once again sting the Broncos. Oh, man, that'd be great. But need him to get back first. And again, you don't want to put too much on his plate because he's got a nagging injury. I think it's like a calf. Oh, look at Swift go. Damn, Swift. Oh, look at him hit the cut move. Ooh. Dude, low key. The Eagles getting DeAndre Swift was such a savage move by Howie Roseman. Dude, they're going to be such a force in the playoffs. Legit. They really are. But, you know, I'm sure the Browns will at least hold workouts and bring people in and, you know, see if they can maybe improve the position. Because, you know, Andrew Berry, he sees this team the way it is right now. He's not going to waste it. He's going to make at least one move or something to add some depth. And we'll see what happens. So if I hear anything, I will definitely make a video for it. Oh, AJ Brown almost had that. All right. Well, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this one. Oh, here we go. How about this? Starting next week in week 12 and for the rest of the season, Monday Night Football will have flex scheduling for the first time ever. The remaining Monday Night Football schedule: Bears Vikings next week. Joe Burrow didn't get hurt. Titans Dolphins and Packers. Wait, there's a double header on week 14? Okay, let's do this. Let's see what games let's see who the Browns play. Titans, Dolphins, Packers, Giants. Booty and S, of course. Chiefs, Patriots, S. Ravens, Niners is a banger. We play on Thursday night that week, I believe, too. So, oh, we play week 17 Thursday night. Lions, Cowboys. That's going to be a banger. So the final two are actually bangers. Ravens, Niners, Lions, Cowboys. Never thought I'd say Lions, Cowboys being a banger, but it is. It's an absolute banger. Lions are good. Like, all they need to do is win one more game, and they are guaranteed a winning season for the first time in quite a while. Jalen Hurts scurries in for the touchdown. Yeah, I'm going to wrap this up so I can watch the rest of this game. This game's going to turn into a banger. Oh, look at that dude. He's all decked out. Sticks out like a sore thumb. But hey, it is what it is, right? Yeah. So let's take a look at the Browns' schedule the rest of the way. What's Steeler fans all over social media? Yep. Big Ben. Yeah, he's like, that's a Super Bowl. That's a Super Bowl. Will that be enough to win the North? 3 losses? I don't know if that'll be enough to win the North, but it should definitely get us in the playoffs, which is all I care about. Winning the division's priority number 1, of course, but if we can't do it, just get in the damn playoffs. So, okay. We got the Steelers coming up. So we got the Broncos coming up next week in week 12, which is coming up. Bears Vikings week 12. What if they freaking flex Browns and Broncos for Monday night? Make us wait even longer? They would do that to us too. But after that, we got the Rams. They're not going to flex that game. No. Do we have any other flexible games? Maybe the Texans. But then again, we don't have Deshaun. I mean, if we have Flacco starting by then, maybe, but with no Deshaun, it's doesn't have the intrigue to it. Right? Yeah, it just does not have the intrigue to it. Of course, we play Thursday night, second to last week of the year against the Jets. Kind of cool, though, how we have a pseudo bye week the second to last week of the year. Like, that's freaking crazy. Because we play Thursday, mini bye, and then play the 7th or whatever against the Bengals. Which, already, it's going to be Jake Browning. So that should be a W. Bengals season's over. Like, we already know it. Are you sure about that? Yes. They ain't going nowhere with freaking Jake Browning at quarterback. And for those who seem to think, oh, but you never know with the Bungles, right? Maybe they go on a run. No. They ain't going on no damn run. The only run they're going on is the run, like, the day of, where they just go out for a jog, like, during the off season. They ain't going on no freaking runs to the playoffs. Looking at their schedule, Steelers, Jags, Colts, Vikings, Steelers, Chiefs, Browns. They ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. Oh, they ain't going nowhere. I know it would make me laugh so hard if the Bungles went out there and beat the Steelers. That would be hilarious. But most likely the Steelers are going to probably beat the Bengals. But you never know. You never knew. I mean, after all, remember the Steelers did lose to the Bengals with, was it Ryan Finley? That legendary game a couple years ago. That was fun watching that. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. And like I said, if I hear anything else about roster moves, because we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna start seeing teams add in some depth for the playoff push. You always have it this time of year where guys will wait until the playoff push, where they can latch on and help a team try to make that push to the Super Bowl. Now, as far as players that I think, positions we could address in that department, I would say like pass rusher, maybe. Could never have too many pass rushers. And maybe like linebacker or safety. Yeah. A receiver too. Being as we didn't trade for one. I don't really know who'd be out there. But we'll see what happens. So, like I said, if I hear anything, I will definitely have a video out for that. But I'm going to wrap this up and get back to watching this Monday night game. So hopefully you all have a great rest of your night. And I will see you all tomorrow for the Browns Broncos week 12 already preview. Okay? All right. You crazy dog. Let's go, Browns. I'll see you later. Bye. What's up? That's funny. Congrats. Ghost of Ernie Stautner. Bro. You're like the first Steeler fan to actually pop in the chat and be like, GG's. Congrats. Deserve to lose? Yeah. Honestly, I thought the Steelers were going to take it from us, but Kenny Pickett and Matt Canada did not want that bad enough. Throwing the ball 3 straight times on your last drive. Ballsy move. Ballsy move. Yep. What's up, Eric? You know that's you, Erica Steele. For some reason I had a brain fart. Like, who is that? Because I ain't seen this dude in freaking in ages on my channel. So see you again. Like I said, Eric, if you guys lose to the Bungles, Steeler fans are literally going to go to the Steelers facility on the Monday after the game, and they're going to go in, right? And they're going to go to Matt Canada's office, and they're going to drag him out by his feet. And then they're going to go look for Kenny Pickett, and they're going to drag him out by his feet. And they're going to take them both and send them far away. Yep, far away. Don't know where, but they're going to go far away. Obviously, they're not actually going to do that. No fan base is that dedicated to the hatred of a certain person to actually go to their place of business, seek them out, and literally grab them by their feet and drag them out of the building. So obviously, if they tried that, one, you would have the security on you, then you'd have the police on you. And yeah, it's not worth going to prison. So yeah, why is Matt Canada still on the coaching staff? Well, that's on the front office and the ownership not getting rid of him. I'm actually surprised more than you. I mean, a lot of these other teams with aspirations would have canned him months ago, weeks ago. But no, he's still there. He's like a cockroach. You can't get rid of him. You could frame him for some egregious crime and he'd still be there. He'd be like, hey, he committed fraud. They'd be like, no, he didn't. Kidnap somebody. Nope. Still there. Oh well, but like I said, I'll see you all tomorrow for Browns Broncos preview, and then my picks tomorrow night, as always. And also, Cavs, Sixers, in season tournament. No Donovan Mitchell again. Of course. Still no Okoro. Still no Ty Jerome. Ay, ay, ay. But I mean, to be fair, the Cavs did smack the crap out of the out of the Nuggets. So that was actually impressive. But I will see you all tomorrow then. So if I hear anything else, I'll have a video out. But until then, let's go Browns. Big W, 7-3. Let's go 8-3. 8-3 sounds so awesome. It really does. 8-3 has such a nice sound to it, And 9-3, hopefully, right? Honestly, if you ask me, my thoughts on this upcoming Western trip is essentially split it. Yeah, win one, lose one, and I'll be fine with it. Because honestly, 8-4 doesn't sound too bad at all either. Knowing this team, right? But with the way this thing's going, maybe they could keep it going a little bit, Maybe keep these W's going, because I like doing Victory Monday streams, and honestly, I'm hoping I can do a Victory Monday stream every freaking week for the rest of the season. All the way up until February. We all know the Browns ain't that lucky. We're not that in tune with the football gods. The football gods don't love us that much to have us go on a freaking winning streak that spans the rest of the season with a backup quarterback. Yeah, imagine if that happens, though. If it does happen somehow, for some reason, it'd be our defense that causes it. I think we're going to lose at least 3 more games, most likely, and one of them is probably going to be this week or these next 2 weeks. Because we can never win out west. So we'll see if we can break that stereotype. It's going to be fun, though. So, yeah, I'll see you all later. I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go, Browns. And I'm out. Shout out to Erica Steele and all the other Steeler fans. The cool ones, anyway. Not the jabronis that are always on here freaking getting all salty about, oh, it's the Browns Super Bowl. It's your Super Bowl. But I think that's an insult. Like, damn, you're saying we have a Super Bowl? So we've won like 4 in a row. I'll take it. It's not even an insult. No. They think it is, but it isn't. Nope. It's just like the way we celebrate. We celebrate like it's a Super Bowl. Like, what? It's illegal to celebrate your team winning now? Oh, it's only illegal for the Browns to celebrate after wins. That's right. I forgot. So after we win, I should just go, whoa, we won. Bye, guys. After my game streams. It's not like we're throwing a parade. We're just having fun. God, we haven't had this much success in a 4-year span in freaking forever. I literally said, what was it, last week or the week prior? I remember which Victory Monday stream I said it on. This one of these last 2 previous ones. I literally said, Kevin Stefanski has won as many games in 4 years now as like the last 6 coaches have. Going from Hugh and Freddie, all the way back to I think Mangini or something, or Cornell. That's freaking crazy. But that's just the way we are now. And yet, like I said, people want Kevin fired. We're actually winning, and these freaking lunatic losers in this fan base want him fired. We seem like Steeler fans, man. I know. I said Ernie. Bruh. I know Eric knows what I'm talking about. Steelers have had the most success ever. They've never had a losing season, but they still want Tomlin fired. And I remember watching a urinating tree video a couple years ago. He talked about the Steelers, and in that video, he talked about, do you know how many, sacrifices, how many, human sacrifices or whatever Browns and Bengals fans would make to have Tomlin as their coach? I mean, if we had the chance to have Tomlin as our coach back then, before Kevin showed up, it's like if the football gods manifested themselves in Cleveland, right? Or even in Cincinnati and said, okay, Browns fans, we have a deal for you. You can have Mike Tomlin is your coach. But you got to sacrifice something that you love so much for the entire season or so, like that. Like blood sacrifices, pretty much. You got to sacrifice one person. We'd be like, we'll do it. Just because we know that Tomlin is a really good coach. But yeah, feels good having Kevin Stefanski, who somewhat knows what he's doing. I mean, sometimes he just can't help himself with the bozo stuff, but hey, every coach is like that. Even Bill Belichick acts like a bozo sometimes. You know? Sometimes you kind of outcoach yourself. Brady did that a lot. What's up, Captain? I was just about to end, but I just keep going because I always got stuff to say. So yeah, I will see you all tomorrow for Browns Broncos, as well as Cavs Sixers in-season tournament game number 3 for the Browns. I mean, for the Browns, for the Cavs. Second to last group stage game. And then I'll be live for my picks tomorrow night, like always. So until then, I'm Crazy Dog, and let's go Browns and on to the Broncos. Let's go 8-3. 8-3 sounds amazing, doesn't it? Let's go 8-3, and let's make these haters respect us. Let's force them to respect us, because they don't want to respect us at all. No, they hating. These haters want to hate. Let's make them understand that the Browns are a force to be reckoned with, and they have to respect us. So with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog, and I'm out of here for real this time. Go Browns. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Yeah. Beat the Broncos. Donkeys. Yeah. Yeah, donkeys. I still hate John Elway, by the way. I still hate that guy. I mean, I wasn't alive to see him do what he did, but I still hate him. Yep. I still hate him. Donkey teeth.